Development of the BMP-3 infantry fighting vehicle commenced in the late 1970s. It was originally designed as a replacement for a PT-76 amphibious light tank, but during development was repurposed as infantry fighting vehicle. It was adopted to service with the Soviet Army in 1987. A pre-production batch of 12 vehicles was delivered the same year. It was a new design for the Soviets, and these pre-production vehicles turned out to be notoriously unreliable. It was obvious that design of this IFV had little in common with previous BMP-1 and BMP-2. A number of drawbacks related to previous IFVs were fixed. Due to limited funding, Russia obtained only a relatively small number of these armored vehicles. By 2017, a total of 720 were in service with the Russian military, plus another 200 were on order. Some sources report that deliveries of these 200 units were completed in 2022. The BMP-2 still remains the most numerous IFV of the Russian army. After collapse of the Soviet Union, a small number of BMP-3 IFVs, 4 to 6 units, ended up in Ukraine. Some of these Ukrainian vehicles have been transferred to USA for examination. The BMP-3 has been exported to a number of countries. This vehicle was a commercial success. It has been delivered to Azerbaijan, 100, Cyprus, 43, Indonesia, 54, Kuwait, around 200, South Korea, 70, United Arab Emirates, around 650, and Venezuela, 130. Morocco ordered 60 of these combat vehicles. The BMP-3 is still being produced. In 2022, Russian BMP-3s were widely used during a military invasion to Ukraine, where many of these vehicles were destroyed. Appearance of the BMP-3 resembles a light tank. As mentioned before, it actually started life as a light tank and is significantly better protected than the previous BMP-1 and BMP-2. Also, it has a rear-mounted engine for a better weight distribution and improved amphibious capabilities. The BMP-3 is armed with a 100mm gun, capable of firing 9 M117 Bastion laser-guided anti-armor missiles, as well as ordinary HEFRAG projectiles. The 9 M117 missile has a maximum range of 4 kilometers. It penetrates 650 to 750 millimeters behind ERA, providing this IFV a considerable anti-armor capability. HEFRAG rounds have a maximum range of up to 7 kilometers. A vehicle is completed with an semi-automatic loader and has a maximum rate of 10 rounds per minute. A total of 40 rounds are carried. The BMP-3 is also armed with coaxial 30mm cannon and 7.62mm machine gun. The 30mm cannon fires at a rate of 330 RPM and has a maximum range of 2 km against ground targets and 4 km against low-flying helicopters. Vehicle is also fitted with 2 more bow-mounted, forward-firing 7.62mm machine guns, operated by the dismounts. The BMP-3 is fitted with computerized fire control system with ballistic computer. The BMP-3 is significantly better protected than the previous BMP-1 and BMP-2. Hull and turret of this infantry fighting vehicle are welded of aluminum alloy armor. The front arc is made of composite armor and provides protection against 30mm armor-piercing rounds. All-round protection is against 14.5mm armor-piercing rounds. Protection can be enhanced with add-on explosive reactive armor kit. This infantry fighting vehicle is also fitted with NBC protection and automatic fire suppression systems. Arena active protection and Stora countermeasures systems were proposed for the BMP-3 in order to increase its survivability against anti-tank rockets and missiles. Such systems are usually associated with main battle tanks. However, these protection systems were never fitted on operational vehicles. The BMP-3 is fitted with smoke grenade dischargers. It can also generate smoke screens by injecting fuel into exhaust. Although protection of the BMP-3 is adequate for a vehicle of its class, this vehicle has a tendency to explode once its armor is penetrated or when running over an anti-tank mine. This is due to carousel-type autoloader, which is located in the center of the vehicles. Ammunition explodes and completely destroys the vehicle. This tendency was first noticed on the Emirati vehicles that were used in combat. This tendency was clearly noticeable in 2022 during the Russian invasion to Ukraine, where many BMP-3s were destroyed. This infantry fighting vehicle has a crew of 3 and can carry 7 troops. 2 infantrymen are located on each side of the driver and operate bow-mounted machine guns. Rest of the troops are seated to the rear on 2 inward-facing bench seats, over the engine pack. The troop compartment is cramped due to the rear-mounted engine. Infantrymen enter and leave the vehicle via rear doors and roof hatches. The BMP-3 is powered by an UTD-29 V10 diesel engine, developing 500 horsepower. The engine is mated to a manual transmission with 4 forward and 2 reverse gears. This IFV has a hydropneumatic suspension, which can be adjusted to suit the type of ground being crossed. Vehicle is fully amphibious. Propulsion on water is provided by 2 water jets. The BMP-3 is fitted with a self-entrenching blade and can prepare itself a defensive position. Despite its formidable capabilities, the BMP-3 becomes outdated. A new generation Kurganets 25 IFV was developed for the Russian army. It was publicly revealed in 2015. However, due to funding problems, it is unlikely that Kurganets 25 will be fielded in large numbers.